Hi, I'm Sarah Everhart. I'm a legal specialist with the Agricultural Law Education Initiative, and this is a video about how to access a farm's land records. To understand the full potential of farmland, you must examine the property's legal land records. Why is this necessary? For example, there may be easements or restrictions on the property that limit where crops can be planted or the types of livestock that could be present. So let's begin. Where can land records be found? If you're not able to have access to the deed, a good place to start your search is at the State Department of Assessments and Taxation website, abbreviated SDAT. The link is provided here. Once you get to the home page, click on the Real Property tab, and then proceed to click on Real Property Search. Choose your county and enter your farm's address. I warn you, this website can be a little bit finicky, but if the address is entered correctly, you should see a real property information screen for each piece of property in Maryland, similar to what is shown on the screen. The real property information screen has a lot of good information, so take a close look. At the top of the screen, you'll see the legal owner's name, which in the case of a property owned by a corporate entity can be important information. You'll get approximate acreage. I wouldn't take this as the entire truth, and obviously you'd still want to back this up with an actual survey, but it will give you a good idea of the acreage of each piece of property you search for. And you can get information such as when primary structures were built. You won't find the local zoning for the property on this particular page. However, when you look about halfway down, you can see the map grid and parcel numbers for the property. These are good numbers to use when calling the local zoning office and inquiring about the zoning for a piece of property. Finally, you'll see we've circled in red the LIBOR and folio numbers for the property. These are the two numbers you'll need to access the deed to the property. LIBOR and folio are Latin words meaning book and page. The first number before the slash is the LIBOR or the book, and the second one is the page. Once you have your LIBOR and folio numbers, you then can go to the Maryland Land Records website and pull the deed. The Maryland Land Records website will require you to register. You have to pick a username and password, but it's free and it's worth a few minutes of your time. Once on the Land Records website, choose your county and insert your book or LIBOR, page or folio numbers into the website to pull the deed to the property. You should see a scanned copy of the deed to the property that you're searching for. Take a close look. Deeds can be difficult to read. However, a qualified attorney can help you understand any unclear terms and/or perform a title search for you, which will help you see not only this specific deed, but all the deeds in the chain of title. When reading the deed yourself, look for any references to easements, covenants, or restrictions which may be spelled out in the deed. The restrictions or easements may not be spelled out themselves. It may simply say in your deed that your deed is subject to easements or restrictions. So be careful to note any language referring at all to easements or restrictions. If your deed is subject to an easement or restriction, you then need to do a separate search to try to find that specific restriction. Thank you.